Hi everyone, here we are. We're getting ready to make this hollowed out cement frog. I've started out with some damp sand in a mold, kind of like when you were a kid making sandcastles. And then I use rapid set Cemental. You could really use any fine grain cement or mortar mix for this project. I really like Cemental, it sets quickly. And so all I'm going to do is pour this cement all over my mold, and you're going to see that it begins to set pretty quickly. But I like to make it, you can see the consistency here, a little bit thick like pancake batter. If it's too much thinner, it's hard for me to work it, but you could do it thinner. So anyway, I'm just going to keep working this. I am a cake decorator by profession. I did that for many, many years. So I figure if you can ice a cake, you can work in cement. I don't know. It's just my theory. So anyway, just keep working it, getting it smoothed out, and creating this cement dome. Yes, this is a cake server that I've bent to be as my trowel. You'll notice I use a lot of baking supplies and tools in my concrete work. And I have a separate set in the house, yes, of course. Using the last little bit of my Cemental that I've mixed up. And we're just going to start and do the final touches of smoothing this up. As with anything else, if your base is nice and level and smooth, your outer project is going to come out a little bit nicer. So anyway, but no one's really going to see this because it's going to all get covered up with the next layer that is actually going to make up the body of my frog. So here we are. For the frog body, I'm using a product called Shapecrete. I'll refer to that in the description of this YouTube video. But it's a clay-like concrete mix. It has really fine fibers in it. Sets super hard. I enjoy working with it, although I don't use it an awful lot. I do have 2 buckets of it. Well, now a bucket and a half. So anyway, this is the product I'm using to make this frog. And it also sets rather quickly, so we're working really quick. And this is fast speed, but I did do this in just about an hour of time. And there he is. I'm gonna cover him up and let him cure overnight. And here I am the next morning. I'm now going to take the sand out from the insides of this frog. My husband's cousin wanted this little frog to cover up some sprinkler equipment in her yard. So she let me know the dimensions. She also sent me a picture of how she wanted it painted. So everything here is just exactly the way she asked for it to be done. I'm using a piece of concrete to smooth out the edges of my frog. It makes a nice little sanding block for some of these little rough edges on the bottom edge of this frog. Been using that same block of cement now for about 4 years. You'll notice I put a towel underneath my frog. Even though this is cement, Fresh cement is still pretty fragile, so we want to still be gentle with it until we get it completely cured and completed. So since I'm going to line the inside of this frog with another coating of Cemental, you'll notice the front edge of the frog by his tummy is pretty thin. So I'm going to build that up, and I'm going to do it from the inside. And I'm using an acrylic bonding agent. I'm putting that on the inside of the frog, and I'm also using it in the water mix that I'll be mixing with the Cemental. So it helps the cement bond to existing cement. So this will add strength to that front portion of the frog, as well as just make the inside look really nice and neat, because there are still particles of sand that are embedded into the Cemental. So this just covers all of that up and makes it nice and finished. I don't know about you, but when I'm doing a project that I've never done before and it starts to come together, I just really, I giggle a lot. I love the process of trying to figure out how to make things work. This little frog, I don't know anything really about frogs. I think they're really cute, but the anatomy of a frog, I don't know. So I just had a picture on my phone that I looked at for reference on where things on a frog might be placed. And so that's just one way that you can do all kinds of sculptural things. So this is the frog after he's all set. And here we are. I've got him painted. This was a fun project to paint. I was sure scared when she said, I want him blue. And then she sent me a picture, and I'm going, I don't know. But I just absolutely fell in love with this frog when he was finished. I'm going to have to make another one for my yard. And here he is. What a handsome fella. Thanks so much for joining me on my journey. I hope you'll share, like, follow, and practice. Thanks.